A Look at Health is sponsored by MVP Healthcare, dedicated to creating healthier communities. Learn more at discovermvp.com.
Well, welcome back, everyone. It's Monday, so I'm here with Dr. Paul Arciero to talk about all things related to health and wellness, right?
And nutrition, everything.
That's a lot, you know.
We're covering a lot.
I know. And I should warn you, I did some homework. You got to be on your A game today, okay?
I was afraid of that. I knew it was going to catch up to me.
Okay, beside the shirt. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
We were talking about the color of the shirt.
It's matching a fruit or some type, I'd imagine.
Well, I think you knew that today's topic was going to be vitamins. So, you brightened up for it.
A little life, vitality.
Okay. Well, life and vitality.
Excellent.
Actually, there's so much to talk about in this subject. We're going to break it up into two parts. So today we're essentially going to cover a lot of the basic facts about vitamins and what they are. And then next week, drill down and get into sports nutrition. Because a lot of athletes are all involved with making certain, of course, that they're healthy and stuff. But something that we can all learn from. So first, let's start off by just defining what is a vitamin.
Yeah. A vitamin, as derived from the Latin root vital, is vital for our body. There's substances that are vital for our body in very, very minute amounts. So we don't need a lot of it. And one of the things about vitamins that people should understand is that they're not energy containing. They're energy producing. So these are small little molecules that our bodies need to help us stay healthy.
Now, if our bodies aren't producing these naturally, then you need supplements. And those supplements usually come in the form of the food that we eat, prepare, cook, correct?
It is. You have to be careful, though, because oftentimes in the processing of everyday foods that we eat, we have vitamins and minerals that are stripped out. And ironically enough, we need to add them back in. It's a process called enrichment. And then there's also foods that we consume, such as milk, that has been fortified. So it's adding something that doesn't ordinarily begin there,
right,
have it containing this particular vitamin or mineral, and that's with vitamins A and D. So we consume food all the time that has vitamins and minerals added into that.
Got you. And cooking also plays a role. And I think what we were saying before we went on air today was if you just took broccoli, a vegetable, and here's your chance. You want to say legumes yet?
I'll save it.
You'll save that. Okay. But if you if you just throw the broccoli in a pot of water, all the nutrition or the vitamins leave and go into the water.
That's right.
As opposed to steaming it, which you had mentioned to me, you would also lose some of the nutrients, but you would maintain more. So it also has to do with the way that food is prepared.
It is. That's critical. And so I tell people all the time, it's okay if you're going to take some vegetables or fruits or whatever you might be cooking that has vitamins and minerals in it, in water. If you're going to cook them in water, just save the water. Don't throw out the baby with the bathwater. Keep that bathwater because that is rich in vitamins and minerals that have been, as you said, leached out from the food source. And so I tell people, for example, if they cook broccoli, save the water and make some rice or quinoa.
Yes,
or some legumes.
I knew we were going to get there.
Yeah.
It didn't take.
It's a matter of time.
Just a matter of time.
I had to wait for the right time.
Yeah, I see. The four major vitamins that we always hear about are the alphabet: A, B, C, and D.
Right.
And when we were discussing this, Paul mentioned that some are fat soluble and some are water soluble.
Good.
Let's
I think
explain to our viewers what's going on with that.
I'd like that. So vitamins come in two different families, water-soluble and fat-soluble. The water-soluble vitamins are the B complex and C, vitamin C. The fat-soluble vitamins are vitamins A, D, E, and K.
Got it.
And so there's a difference here. The fat-soluble ones need to have a fat-containing substance in them to be absorbed. So we don't ever encourage anyone to consume fat-soluble vitamins without any fat in the food that they're eating, because then you won't absorb those vitamins. So it's really important that you know what you need to eat in order to maximally absorb those different vitamins.
Gotcha. Now, you had mentioned vitamin D, but you get vitamin D from the sun.
You do. So uniquely, the sun's not shooting down vitamin D into our body necessarily. It's the sun rays that contact our skin, and underneath the skin surface and in the skin surface itself, there is a conversion that takes place where the sun rays convert into vitamin D inside of our body. So absolutely, people who live inside in the dormant months of the year, which is the majority in the Northeast, can become deficient in vitamin D. And that's why there's such an increase in vitamin D supplementation.
Gotcha.
during the
Wow.
winter months.
It's fascinating. All right, so the water solubles.
Right. Water soluble, there's a pro and con of those as well. Unlike the fat soluble vitamins, they don't get stored and socked away in our fat tissue. So the requirement for water soluble vitamins is you need to eat them every day because they pass through the body much quicker.
Sure.
So all the B complex and vitamin C, you need to make sure you get those every day. Vitamin B is critically important, the B complex, for energy production. So if you want to maintain a high level of energy and vitality, B vitamins are what you need to consume, and they're primarily found in grains and legumes.
Hey.
And then the, vitamin C, of course, is wonderful for our immune system, our nails and our hair, and things, our skin.
You know, I take a B complex every day, and
why you're so
I
high energy.
I know the difference. You know,
Yeah.
I notice the difference. And you're right. You need to take them on with a routine, on a regimen, right?
You do, yeah.
I got it.
Because they'll pass through the body quicker than the fat-soluble ones.
I got you. All right. Well, thanks for all of that information. And what we'll do is we'll drill down next week and talk about the particular sports nutrition category.
Yes, because they are different. One leaving message I think is really important, Jesse, is that, you know, while we talk about vitamins and minerals and we sometimes compartmentalize them in their individualness that they contain, we know through vast amounts of scientific research and even from epidemiological studies of cultures and large populations of people that when you consume all of these vitamins and minerals contained in their natural state in food, that confers or offers the best health. Without
Right.
question.
Yes, right.
So
don't
yes,
don't look for it to be solved with a pill.
Yeah, I
right?
mean, oftentimes there's the need for that for people that are deficient in a specific vitamin or mineral, but by far, we want to make sure, and I think we've done a really good job of this on this show, to encourage the whole food source to contain all of these vital nutrients.
You know, I know we're running out of time, but I have one other question.
Yeah.
As you get older,
Yeah.
do your vitamin intake needs change?
They absolutely do.
Right.
And that's a great question. That's maybe a topic for another show. But yes, indeed, there's strong evidence that as we get older, our bodies don't absorb
Right.
those nutrients as well. So in many cases, the requirement goes up for
Yes,
as we
right,
age.
right, right. Well,
But there
that
are
makes
some
sense.
cases, for example, with iron, depending upon the health status of the elderly, that may need to lower a little bit. But then there's others that need to increase. So.
Well, we're going to get into that as well.
Yeah, great
Well,
question.
thanks. Always great to have you on.
Oh, I love being here.
Yeah,
Thanks for having me.
likewise. See this interview again, or if you have any questions for Dr. Paul, head to our website, looktvonline.com.